I should probably go do the other quest before I broker this treaty. Maybe? Probably? I feel like I should probably do both quests first. Because we had two quests. One was... She wants us to talk to... Wow, okay. This is a little bit more involved than I thought it was going to be. I think it's not overwhelmingly so, but still. Alright, journal. So we got bigger fish. Find the sailors. Queensbirth Tavern. Well, we wanted to go there anyway. Did we? No, we didn't. Whatever. Sinking Feeling. Zilli Valera. Around one of the local watchtowers. So do we have a watchtower nearby? Probably that's one of these things, maybe? I'm just gonna head down here. Let's see. You should loot the rest of her house first. We'll get to it. We've got Wanaka. Talk to Wanaka.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
Okay. Your selection is fine, but I'm looking for even better equipment.
I assure you that everything I sell is well crafted. But I will admit I'm not quite the weaponsmith that Marihi is, nor do I possess Uto's expertise with firearms. Marihi you can find in Pariki's Overlook, the district to the north. Uto has a shop in the Brass Citadel, in the eastern part of Nekataka. Lots to see. Take your...
So what does she have? Oh boy, she's got some stuff. Horns of the Bleak Mother. Bunch of like buff-related stuff. Oh wait, no. I guess this is kind of the main of it. Slugger. Extra might. Knockdown attack with critical hits in melee. So that would be if I had a monk, which I don't. And we do also have like a fine large shield. Does not increase accuracy. Extra deflection though. Kinda nice. Alright, whatever. Okay, I don't see any Valero.
The better part of that. I'll take care of it.
Yoink. Mouth char, some drugs.
Yes?
Anything else? Not overwhelmingly. Okay, so we didn't find the watchtower. Or maybe that's a watchtower there, and we just have to go wander around. There's also Pallegina. Anybody with a name probably has a quest for me, let's be honest here.
Watcher.
Oh wait, no, that's a party member.
Tiverus. Is it really you?
Pallegina, whatever, she was a agent for the dukes of some city or whatever. And I think she was gonna like broker a deal or something. But yeah, she was a party member in the previous game.
Hey, I know those feathers. Pallegina. It's been ages. But what's happened to your armor?
You two know each other? I mean, I wouldn't be jealous if you did.
Jodi's eyes flick back and forth between you and Pallegina. He bites her bottom lip, but says no more. Who is she macking on? I thought she was macking on Adair.
Know this last Cap? Oh, I weren't aware you favoured feathers.
Pallegina's mouth hangs open in shock. Though her hair and feathers have the same immaculate grooming as when you last saw her, her breastplate's 5 suns have been carefully scratched off. She looks down at the armor and back up at you with a pained glance.
I'm sure that even at Cadnua, you must have heard what happened when I returned to the Republics.
I did. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you. She glances away and gives an appreciative nod. You can see the muscles in her jaw clenching as the seconds pass.
The Republic survived. That is the most important thing. And here the company's business seems to be getting on fine without my interference.
I could use your help, Pallegina. I'm hunting down Aethys. Her eyebrows arch, the membranes of her eyes sliding out and back as the weight of your words hits her.
I suppose I should not be surprised considering all we went through. But no, I will not be coming with you, Watcher. I would be lucky if I wound up dead.
Come on, things didn't turn out all that bad.
Corres, Watcher.
Caress. Valiant farewell. Literally a contraction of go with the gods. A mixture of sadness and anger flashes across her face. It is quickly replaced by her familiar calm expression. She nods once, and then turns to go.
Good riddance and safe travels to you.
I wonder if I made the wrong decision then. Because I made it so that she didn't, she went against the order of her dupes. Her leadership, effectively. And, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't blame the Watcher for that. A little bit. Well, do we have anything else around
Enoi
here?
is at the palace, blaming the Valiants for attacking one of their ports.
Merla, how is every ship hunter taken?
We must calm them down.
Okay. Aina seems like somebody important. Or questy. No sooner do you approach the Valiant woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
Stand your ground. I am a serious client.
A serious brute. I can see this from here. Madiko, but it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild Mare.
She grimaces towards the east.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself and peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
Sure.
Gelarde! Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
Aina studies you once before shrugging and seeing you off with a wave. Farewell. So we're pirate hunters.
We
Or
can
that-
summon the guards if you want to be difficult, Aimiko. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Duape will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
Okay. You duck down the canal and find yourself kneeling before an iron gate. The reek of sewage wafting from the other side is powerful enough to bring you to tears. Okay. The iron bars are set firmly into the surrounding brick, barring any passage onward. Look for a structural weakness. The iron looks sturdy enough, but you're able to spot some telltale signs of corrosion between the bars and brick. Now that the defect is apparent, the work of bending the bars would be a less demanding challenge. And so I'm going to bend the bars. Adair pries one of the bars loose with a quick grunt of exertion, followed by a satisfied nod. Climb through. You carefully squeeze through the opening, steeling yourself for what comes next. In the darkness of the tunnel, you hear quiet retching. You press on with offered sympathies. As you progress through the tunnel, a change in the air pressure catches your attention. There's an opening above your head. The walls are slick and coated with waste, but you find handholds carved on either side of the narrow passage leading up. You'll haul yourself out of the pit towards freedom. And out through the toilet of the Valiant Trading Company headquarters. What did I do? I was just gonna go in and see if there's like some loot on the ground. But no, we took the pooper secrets shortcut. The stinky secret shortcut. Well, whatever. Mine. Oh, never mind. Stay here. Sorry. Well, you know what? This is premature. Back through the poop patrol. Alright. I broke into the Valiant Trading Company, which is weird. I don't think I need to do this, honestly. Well, I have done things. Not good things.
We're awake right now, aren't we?
Oh, what happened to the guy? Let's go back to this autosave before, or this quick save, before we went through any of that. Because there was a guy standing outside. I just want to see if there's any loot in there, and I wonder when we get to fight a kraken. I was expecting I'd be able to fight a kraken soon, but I guess not. Alright, whatever. Okay, so who's this guy? He's gone, actually.
If you've come on business with the Valiant Trading Company, it will have to wait until morning. We're closed. There's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along.
Let's see. What if it's an emergency?
If it has anything to do with pay...
Okay, whatever. So that's why. That's why the guy's gone. That's why... Oh, nope. He was here, and then he was gone. Which is weird. I think we broke the clock a little bit. Is it really nighttime? It does not look very nighty.
A giant? One of the Rathoon?
No, much bigger. Such is the rumor.
Sounds like sailor tales to me.
Okay. Still looking for this dude. Ah, look out. Oh, brine imps. What?
Happy to oblige.
Okay. I should probably reorganize my party at some point. I guess there's just random brine imps there. Okay. Yeah, still looking for that. Why was that there? I am confused. Not too buggered by anything, just mostly confused. Still looking to find where the cobbler. He's probably just for boots.
In the market for decent... Of course.
Okay, so we got Shoewalker, extra stride and resolve, extra stealth. Boots of stealth might not be a bad idea. On me. I'll see if I can sort the party in a second. Can I drag him over? No. How do I manage the party? Ah, there we go. Because yeah, we kind of want Adair easy to grab. Oh, there he is. There's Zilly Valera. The young man appears to be either composing or practicing a tune on his lute. He stops mid-strum, looking up at you with a friendly expression.
Hundreds nathers. Something I can do for you?
Trying to clear some Raotayan soldiers out of the tavern. Word is they like music.
Sounds like a Martino plan to me. Do I have the right of it?
Zilly flashes a sheepish grin and looks off in the direction of the Valera estate.
I could keep these sailors of yours diverted. Feel free to send them my way. And so, no bloodshed.
Oh, there are certainly worse ways to pass one's time.
Okay, let's talk to him again. So I guess we managed to skip part of a quest.
Something I can do for you?
I had some questions.
Oh, sure. What about?
I hear that you're the one to talk about certain kinds of jobs.
It was Persa, wasn't it? Is she recruiting again?
Zilly scowls.
You can tell her I'm not getting involved in whatever she's up to.
Let's see, and she's up to what again?
Look, you seem like a nice person, but I'm just here to practice my lute in peace. Go plot your mischief with Persa. She's got a room at the tavern down in the Gullet. Just leave me out of it. Like I said, Persa's down in the Gullet.
Okay, so... Find the sailors. Okay, so Persa, who frequents a tavern known as the Hole down in the Gullet. So we still have this one, but I probably want to do the other ones first. Painted masks. Oh, and that's for later. Okay, well let's head for the tavern over here first, because we might as well send those raucous sailors up there to listen to Zilly, seeing as I have nothing better to do. Well, no, really, I'm trying to knock off as many objectives as possible before I pick up anything new. The hole down in the gullet. That sounds like a butt joke. Ugh. You know what a gullet is, right? Ugh. Honestly, a hole down in a gullet would actually be the, like one of the breathing voice box things.
Can you lift a sword?
Okay, so we got Luca, Gintel, and Abaco. Let's quick save just because. Luca!
My one soulless.
No interest.
my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
Avalian shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a hearty swig of the tankard. I bet you say that to all of your clients. I actually winked there, which is silly because none of you guys can see it.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
The Red Prince, Captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practice my speech. Mera. Never did it go this poorly.
You have 10 coppers. Signal to the bartender. You could use another.
Agrasima. Do you know what my problem is, amico? I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spray of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
Oh, what bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve the sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Mariel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Let's see. I will return with her head. Farewell. So we're getting random, maybe not so random bounties. Let's keep wandering around. I'm looking for the, let's see. I'm looking for those soldiers.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
No sign of them around. We've got commoners all over the place. Dancers. A couple of things here and there. Nothing for me, though. Maybe they're upstairs, or maybe they're outside. Now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh, Captain Redora. That might be
You
them.
say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amico.
A Valian soldier raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brows at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attention elsewhere.
Madico, it is no wonder I thirst.
As she wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, her eyes widen and meet yours.
This is not a temple I expected the gods to frequent.
Your next grog's on me.
Agrasima. Even in the oasis I am parched.
She pockets the coins and glances past you to the bar.
If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Redora's frown cracks to reveal a shy smile.
Yet another reminder that not every seaworthy vessel be crewed up to the standards of the sorcerer.
He shakes his head. As the captain of the Defiant, I'm already taken.
Sientere, frero.
I'm sorry, brother.
Next time around the wheel, perhaps.
You don't seem to be having as much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the coin. When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
Nothing helpful. Alright, whatever. So are the people I'm looking for outside? They might be. Because there's a, there's something, there's like the people that I'm supposed to get to go listen to music around Zilly, but I don't know where they are.
These days, too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
Corkscrew. Attain the minute of falsetto.
That sounds like
break a neck.
Alternatively, we've got children. Hello, child.
You want something?
Never mind. I was hoping I could do child quests. They usually are singularly valuable for weird reasons. Wanderer, can you sing sea shanties? Surprisingly, yes, but I don't remember the lyrics very well. Anyway, it's probably these guys. Yeah, it looks like these guys.
Defiance Bay, am I right?
Let's see. Of course, how could I forget? He gives you a look that's skeptical, if amused.
I was but a face in the crowd, but I remember the one who walked out of Hadred House alive.
He claps you on the shoulder again, harder, and this time you recognize the inebriation behind his enthusiasm.
He's had more than a few. Perhaps we should go before this ends in rambling professions of love.
He leans close to you, speaking low.
I must be seeing double, Elfman, because it's like there's a great big lady crouching on your shoulders.
Sailor squints at Aloth and shrugs. Aloth? I don't know. Presses his lips together and for a few seconds looks as if he's struggling against Isilmir.
So, what brings you here, friend?
Let's see. Martina Valera wants you out of Queen's Birth.
Valera, one of the stuck-up pirate hunters. We move for no one, friend.
Let's see. His expression darkens and his hands drop to his sides. There's a musician playing his lute by the bridge. Best songs in the district. At first, the sailor looks like he's going to fire back with harsh language, but his expression softens.
Wonder if he plays any Rauatai songs. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
He gestures with a jerk of his hand. Sweet. Okay. Non-violent solutions all over the place. So we're, let's see, we're done with bigger fish. We gotta go back to Martino. And then the other one was a sinking feeling. Ursa the Hole. So let's probably head for that next. I want to get the mini quest done before I try and broker the sub quest done before I try and broker the peace between the Valera and the Benedettos. I'm terrible with names. Like straight up awful with them. Not my thing. So we want to go to the hole. The hole in the Gullet. We also have Perigi's Overlook, Brass Citadel, Sacred Stair, Serpent's Crown. Well, let's go here first. My ship's more than well stocked, so I don't have to worry about a thing. Yeah, I should probably actually sit down and learn some sea shanties at some point. They're some of the only songs that I can sing confidently because they're not meant to be sung melodically. So specifically, the sea shanty I know is What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor, which is... we were playing Human Fall Flat, and I was on a boat by myself. And I was driving really, really poorly while singing it really, really poorly. That was magic. That was a fun game. So you leave the bustle of the crowds behind, making your way along the winding path into the Gullet. For a time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and rundown Huana buildings close in around you, obscuring your view. You come to a dark passage jutting through the mountain, just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into the rock face. After a lengthy journey through the dimly lit tunnel, you come to the gates of the Gullet. The stench hits you first. A foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odors. You notice a guardsman pushing a cart heaped high with moldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the homes of the Gullet emerge as a collection of lights amid Ahead, the homes of the Gullet emerge as a collection of lights amid the darkness. You hear the rush of water below, and a frigid water wafts up from the unseen depths like an exhalation. Alright, so it's pretty late at night.
I already have one guest in my head. I don't need another.
Sorry, lad. Thought that chip on your shoulder were for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More than you know, my dear mate. More than you know.
Have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare.
A gaunt Riparu woman grabs your leg. She paws at you with a weak grip, fingers bone-thin and trembling. Riparu. The lowest class of Huana society, the Riparu are designated to work as unskilled laborers and to starve in times of scarcity. Their status is a function of survival in the often unforgiving Deadfire, and not a moral judgment. The Raparu are destined to be reborn into the Kwaru or Mataru classes in their next lives.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
Let's see. Give her some food. The woman snatches the food from your hands with surprising speed, eyes darting a glance for any onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She gnaws desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, and speaks with the mouth half full from the next bite.
Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler.
Do you have no access to food?
Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years.
Prize share, a Wanda term referring to distribution of wealth.
Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before.
What do you mean? She shakes her head.
Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Enoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks, out of earshot of the guards. He's there, in the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
Her quavering arm points towards the southeast. Who's the leader around here? She chuckles darkly.
The Gullet is a lawless place, forgotten. The only authority here is the Matarus, and they don't work on our behalf. But if it is a wise man you want, seek Enoi in his home. He tries to keep us safe and fed. He does not always succeed, but he does try. Trying's worth a lot down here.
Walk away. Okay, so I'm gonna turn up the gamut because it looks like it's dark as shit for you guys. Let's set it at 0.8. 0.7 is when it starts getting real washed out. So what else we got around here? Barrels with cave coral.
That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
What's this? I'm just gonna wander around for a bit. You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. A long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes in the distance. The chatter and bustle of the Gullet continues behind you. Interesting, we've got a maze. Okay, let's not muck with the narrows yet. Maybe somebody will give us directions.
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Alright, well, let's go to Inoi's house. Because that seems to be a lead on kind of the suffering down here. I'm just doing whatever. The more side quests we do, the stronger we get anyway, so... Hello! An elderly Roparu man squints in your direction before blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, boy?
He peers steadily into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are as thin as sticks. What teeth he has are yellowed or black from years of malnourishment. When you see me, how do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, Watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a Watcher comes to the Gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
Let's see. Actually, a starving beggar sent me to speak with you. His lids half closed, heavy with thought.
The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
Seraphim snickers quietly. Really? The old man shrugs.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Why are the Raparu the least deserving, to last partake in the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
What happened?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word, he must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
Let's see. Dawnstars sought to help you before, reestablish the smuggling operation through the black market, or you need an advocate. I'll speak with the royals of the Serpent's Crown on your behalf.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Raparu will be indebted to you.
How else can we resolve the food shortage?
If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principe, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Pitli is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity. Speak, and I will listen.
I'm looking for a place called Delver's Row.
You mean the black market that lies nestled in the depths of the Narrows? The guards do their best to stomp it out, but they are a single boot against 1,000 ants.
Them pox-riddled arbor hogs would be better served taking towels to the sea, for all the drying they'd give it.
The old man nods.
I do not know how to get there, but someone at the tavern might.
Alright, well, farewell. Let's head out to the Gullet. We've got some things to look around at. Yeah, lame royals suck. Hope you got good persuasion skills. I do.
You're right. He does do that with his hands.
Fie, 'tis roughing his precious spelly book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
So, whenever Aloth has that weird voice, that's the woman. And she is making fun of him with Adair. It's kind of great. Alright, so we got the whole Nekataka and Pitli's Sanctuary. Well, let's keep looking around. We might have some more interesting things to get in here. Mainly just racking up as many side quests as I can and then knocking them out of the way as we go along. Probably not a whole lot of interest in robbing these people. Normally I'm like, yeah, I'll go for it, but honestly at this point it's barely worth any money. A little seagull shit. I have been pooped on by a seagull before. It was not pleasant. Getting pooped on by birds sucks, because it's just like plop, and what can you do? Forsaken cat. Yoink. I got Ickis. I'm just gonna collect cats over the course of this game. I have... So I've... Oh yeah, that reminds me. Is it a guide? No, it's a discussion. I think it's a discussion. I'm gonna pull something up. There's a couple of sort of cheats. Here we go. They're not really cheats. One. Oh. Did that work? Party stash. There it is. The cosmic dog, comet. Cosmic cat. Luna. And what's the last one? Bird. And orbit. Perception. You know, I'm gonna equip the bird, honestly. Perception is my least used stat. I gotta work on that. Or we could go with Gosha. Let's go with the bird for now. We'll switch it around. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice, tidy little group of... Oh. Okay, the bird's not so bad. I don't like the flying animation. I might have to replace it with the cat. We'll see. Oh, it loops around to itself. Cool. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have a little menagerie of pets, I guess. So let's go into Pitli's sanctuary for now. The woman bends over a pile of dried, bitter-smelling herbs. She's crushing and mashing them on a dirty scrap of parchment, coughing with effort. She steps in front of you to block your way, wiping a ragged sleeve across her rheumy, bloodshot eyes.
Pitli? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death-warmed over than Dawnstar.
I didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along.
She turns her head and stifles a croupy cough.
I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick.
Are you ill?
Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be.
Perhaps there's something I can do to help. Oh, I guess I should narrate. She takes another step, blocking your view of the room beyond. The herbs on the table give off an odor that scratches you at your throat.
That's not...
She erupts in a fit of coughing. As she catches her breath, she gives you a closer look.
Wait, you're the one someone in the other Dawnstar's been talking about. In that case, maybe there is. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable.
She looks at the crimson speckle on her wrist.
And hidden.
Is that wise? Keeping a room full of sick people in the most crowded district in the city?
He glances around as if you can see noxious vapors in the air.
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death, if nothing else.
Why are you hiding sick people?
Because they've got Drowner's lung.
What's Drowner's lung?
Spreads like gossip and kills even faster.
I'm really sorry. The whole break. I'm listening. I don't have to read along, so it's just like long pause. All right, there we go. Anyway, what's Drowner's lung?
A gift from the Valians.
She scowls, dabbing the room from her eyes. Drowner's lung almost sounds like pneumonia.
Fills your lungs with fluid. Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them. One of my patients coughed so hard, she broke a rib. Eventually, it gets so bad, you can't hack it out. You just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end.
She trails off for a moment, a distant look in her watering eyes.
I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here.
She frowns and gives her nose a vicious swipe.
Realized what it was when I heard the rattle in their chests, the way they gasped for air.
She wipes the back of her hand on her leg and shudders.
Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot, though not nearly as much as an epidemic. Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, These poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Riparu.
I see. Is there any way to get a cure?
You can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it. And paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town.
She turns away, whooping and hacking into her arm.
But I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing.
She chuckles to herself. She chuckles herself into another coughing fit. I was told you may be able to help with the food shortage in the Gullet.
We tried, but the one away is prize share, meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the palace. Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table, assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first.
Let's see. Would you provide the supplies if the Principi agreed to smuggle them to the Riparu? No, if the Queen sanctioned more shares from the Riparu, would the Dawnstars donate crops again? Her thin lips worry together, but she nods.
That's a question for Samhain. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitli sent you. She'll listen. Probably. Need something?
What interest do the children of the Dawnstars have in the Gullet?
About the only honest one. The Riparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift.
She shakes her head.
And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Row.
Dario?
He runs most of the criminal mischief that goes on here. Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste.
She holds out her hands out, shifting her open palms like platforms on the scale.
Either way, I steer clear of him.
She shivers. Whether out of fear or illness, you could not say. Go on.
All the while, the Gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs.
Her eyes darken.
Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace.
So the Dawnstars are helping out?
As best we can. Most of us came from Raed Saris after the Vorlis Plot and the Saints' War. Or we were born to families that did. We remember what it's like to scrape by.
Her eyes stray to a stained and spotted floor for a long moment.
Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire. So we can do some good. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
Okay, so let's leave. We got a bunch of sick people hanging out back here.